Faze. So a strong one here, map number 1.
See if they get off to the strong stars. The battle at the bar. It gets going down. It's AR out for the opening for aBeZy, but I'm sure we'll see a whole hell of a lot of NPC once we get moving into it.
Just on P1.
Yep. Scrap is able to rip 2. Scrap is able to take out 3. Scrap is able to take out 4.
Your 1v2 may not have been wrong.
Because instead it's all 4. I mean, he's going to be the last line sometimes. Well, honestly, less than probably a lot of other main arts just due to how aggressive he plays. He will be your first line sometimes. So wins another gunfight by a bullet. HyDra trying to find things on rotation, but aBeZy will be there as well. We'll see if Estreal can win that fight as well. Not going to happen. aBeZy will put him down and secure spawns, at least for now, with 5 seconds remaining. But it looks like it's going to be a pretty mixy fight at the early going. I was going to say, does that last player spawn safe or spawn out? It's spawning out. And I don't know if old was still up, right? Yeah.
So well, Nium dies. Nium was just not ready for that. I'm not exactly sure why, but somehow aBeZy just pulled that out. Yeah, NPC in hand, and yeah, great to see.
I mean, I tweeted him last week. I was like, I've missed this. It feels like it's right in the world with you a sub in hand, and there you go.
Mamba did get a weird spawn and has been lurking, so they just kind of missed up on that, but it's fine because you flip the spawns and this guy's still alive.
6 straight, kill off the Hellstorm. Probably could have got it through the time. He's going to go ahead and fan out and take gunfights. One more bullet, maybe, and he had that for the streak. Not going to earn it, but listen, he's a big part of why they're up 60-1 with 15 remaining here. Rotating early on the other side will be, well, aBeZy off of spawn. That'll just try to make sure they're set up and secure it. Weren't really able to do it in the last rotation, but we'll try to do it here.
Yeah, but they just, so far, they have a great understanding of the map. Right when we were on board with Scrap at P1, they read a split spawn from G2. They picked up on that. They flipped the spawns at 25 so far.
I think Nium died a kill off of a streak as well. So everything is going right outside of getting the streak.
No, Scrap at P1 was one away. aBeZy one. That's the best thing for G2 right now.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's hard to talk about
they have 1 point.
When you're down 100. Yeah, 1 point into the third hard point, not great. But there we go. We've tripled up our score. Skyz gets you 2 and gets you in. Now just hoping there's not an individual moment here again from one of the Thieves players going to bust you wide open, but they've dealt with it, and now they'll try to fan out and pick up cuts.
All right, finding a little opening there, but immediate pressure, and while Kremp's going to be out of the play for now, Thieves have to go quickly because there's only 17 seconds left. Well, Nium, he's going to start to rotate. Do they get them to spawn at all? Might be a 2-2 split here.
Yep.
And that is going to be the case, so they will have to hunt Kremp and Mamba.
2-2 split. Looks like it's going to be a 2-2 pinch in a second here everywhere. His teammates will win it from the old side. And now they'll look to secure this. Trophy in for coverage. Let Scrap get back to work. And, well, that's a gunfight he thought he had. Maybe got a little dead slide there.
Yeah, and this one, I was a bit surprised to see this map once. I feel like even in scrims, every time I've seen Thieves on this map, they are dominating. And you can just tell they are ahead. They understand it very well. But G2 starts to fight back.
And it's going to be tough, though. I mean, G2 right now, the state of their respawn game. Are there many hard points where you would have said, hey, good pick?
Probably not.
No, it is. I mean, I hear you if this is one of these were nuts, but like, yeah. I mean, we've been talking about G2's skid in respawn until that last series versus Cloud9. HyDra hasn't had to do a whole lot for the lead. Scrap has been shooting, well, since he wiped out all 4 at the P1, he's on 16-8, leading by a wide margin in the kill column. The points. And while they're doing it, Thieves are frying. Up 80, cooking in the kitchen. Let's hear the comms out for Thieves.
Stay alive. Gonna be caught to me. Gonna be caught. Nice, guys. Team kill.
P2. All front. All front.
I'm in the window. Bomb fucker. I didn't need your fucking mini.
Nice. One more mini. And then mid. Mini. On time, 1 mini.
I'll see a mini. Shut me out. I'm going mid. I'm pitching mid.
Look out, CJ. Give me a second.
I got left side dead. One more time. One shot on time. Left side. Pin side time.
Hard charge weak. Hard side of the play going mini right now. Mini and quad.
Nice, guys. Last one. I'll get that.
I'll get mini.
I'm pretty sure one. He's on it. It's gonna be P1.
Go to charm, yo.
I'll see him in mid.
I'll see anything on, guys.
I'm pitching the right. I'm looking at the right.
Yo, one elbow.
2 lobby. 3 lobby.
I'm just staying alive.
One's on time. And 1 lobby.
Stay alive. Go left together. Go left together. I'll go hard.
One's gonna be individual.
I'll go.
Yeah, one's gonna be individual.
Lobby 1 R time.
R time.
Individual weak.
I'm staying right.
Yo, wine right now.
This side time. Mamba dead. One more line. Wind the window. Anyone wind the window?
I spawned P2. Bigger than Lobby. I'm doing wine. I'm doing wine here.
Last guy, they're all spawning long. Yeah, on me. What time? We're dead.
Monte,
Stay left.
Yeah, and there's two.
Fuck, I didn't see him. They're two
Yeah,
giant.
two stun on time. One with square.
Fast.
Low right. Watch out low right, Mamba. He's going out corner.
Yo, big hill, big P2.
Just stay down.
I'm a
I have side door.
Alright, spawn here. I'm watching deep cut.
Yo, can someone take it?
I'm looking
Rush
at
me. Rush me.
I can't. Yo, P2.
I'll see him arch.
No. Last one.
Mini.
I have my own side door.
I'm watching arch.
Can you look my side door for me?
I'll see front window.
Yo, he's going to arch. They're gonna go arch the side, I think.
I have my own side door here.
I'm watching window hop.
Map so much more.
Oh, are we back?
Yeah, I guess we are back. No, we were chatting. I was like, when did Mamba get to 21? Like, I was staring at the minimap. I'm like, all right, Mamba. Well, he erupted over the last 2 hard points, and where you heard Scrap talking about this being a solid hard point where they could really get a ton of time. Well, the time going the way of G2, they've survived. They've been in a deficit. And as I say, they have survived. The Hammer of God comes in. They get wiped off the board with 30 or so remaining, and Thieves are back in.
Yeah, Hammer of God, aka the NPC. You had 3 players running it, and they all win their gunfights, able to get on through. You at least have brought this back a bit if you are G2, fighting back at that P4 and P5 as soon as we got to that listening. But yeah, you kind of heard Scrap, like, this is a big kill. Able to hold this, but at least split it. But a chance here for G2. Yeah, at this P3.
I mean, this is where you for Thieves. See if they can piggyback off of that. Not able to get enough pressure to spawn anybody out. They're fire and flame. Here goes the battle, and well, G2 come out on top. HyDra the last to deal with, and Estreal slam them. So far, so good. 20 into this hard point. But yeah, you get all this time, you're back, you're down 20, 30. And it has felt so lopsided for Thieves, but not really over the last couple minutes.
They're gonna go again, and this is what they've been able to do the last couple of hard points is just kind of find the final 20-25 seconds. Trying to do it here, but Estreal is gonna make it messy. And last time at the P4, this is how G2 started to get their momentum rolling.
It's so funny because when we hopped to him, I was gonna say if only Estreal was full HP, he could make a play. He was on 17 health, by the way, before we got those 2. It's like I thought he was dead to rights, and then turns it into a couple. And yeah, we'll see if that sets them up for rock now. They're gonna lose a player in transition. New is up. Mamba has been the hot hand, and Mamba continues, needs the others to pick it up.
It's funny because you said he was at 21 on like P5 or P1, and then it's been a little bit slower, but it hasn't mattered because I think everybody else has started to come alive. Estreal is up to 22, and well, now Thieves, they've just been in sort of this cycle where they've had to break, they found the final 20, and sooner or later you feel like G2 are gonna make them pay, and they have.
Mamba, yeah, he seemed like, I know, early career, but he can be streaky, dude. Like, this feels like he erupts. And then he's cold for a while, but see if he can be hot late. Advantage, battling back to 40 now for Thieves. They're in the point with a little time to earn.
But this might be the same narrative. You get in with 20 if you are LA Thieves, and maybe that early lead is just enough, but you can already see rotation-wise, inside of P2, the warehouse overlooking our final hill.
HyDra playing point with Scrap, and the nades are magnificent from Thieves. That turns the tides.
They still have those spawns though, but everybody in a reposition. aBeZy's gonna make sure nobody splits. There's nobody flanking. Nium's got the middle of the map, just locking things down, trying to slow it down, but there will be 2 kills. Up to 230 now is LA Thieves. aBeZy and Scrap trying to hang on.
Kremp will flank. Does he win both? He does. So Kremp keeps him alive with 30 seconds remaining here. Kremp tucks away, has a little bit of help. Number's still there for G2.
I thought aBeZy and Scrap were going to win that 2-on-4. Just the headshot that comes in there from Kremp.
They couldn't quite do it. They couldn't close it out. We'll see another hard point. HyDra, Scrap, wipe out 3. Last guy there is Kremp in just a couple of seconds here, so not going to matter. We'll get G2 find all the kills, and they're set up.
Well, yeah, I mean, the final 2 guys you think would rotate with 10 seconds, they go one more time. Like, they're literally just trying to win off of Scrap time. That's been like the last 4 hills, and they still have the lead, thankfully, because their hot start. But they have made this very difficult, and they're allowing Minnesota a chance to win.
Yeah, the Thieves might just get stolen from if G2 are able to do this, but still work to do with 30 remaining in the point. Kremp's gonna get double child and drop. Pressure the 2 remaining at the point. It'll be Estreal and Mamba. They have a lot of work to do. Trying to stay up until their spawners come in. Nice reposition from Mamba. Trying to get the reload in and contest, just not quite able to do it. There's just enough time for Thieves to close this out. You at least have to contest. G2 trying to do that, and they were able to do just that. So we will again see another point.
Yeah, but now they want to fly, right? Do you see that's going to be Scrap and Nium, and we have had some big holds from LADs inside of this hill, but can they do enough to make sure HyDra and aBeZy can get there? And no, it doesn't look like it.
Only able to get one. aBeZy was the hero the first time here, popped the triple to hold. This time needs something to break. 45 seconds remaining here, 6 points needed for Thieves. Right around 20 now for G2. Mamba feeling the pressure, gonna get dropped. It's aBeZy again making the play. This time gets him in for the final dagger as Thieves hold on. And how often has that been the conversation?
One on the year. We just saw it yesterday. Maybe Thieves, they watched that back versus Cloud9. We had Kremp really working plane side every single round. This time, though, right up the gut, he's able to find a Tommy on Nium. And well, Nium was looking over HyDra. So can he make the play? Well, Kremp's got the read on aBeZy, but just like that, it's a 2 versus 2.
Oh, that's got to be a frustrating one for Kremp. He's like, I'm getting everything done. I'm getting focus on me. You guys, can you get the bomb down? Estreal, I thought caught, but he doesn't take a point of damage there. So still up, ready to engage. Not going to happen. HyDra rips his head off. Now, Kremp, well, you did a lot of work. You're going to have to do all the work, sir. Bomb down, back near your spawn. Good shots in, but not able to win it. And that's, well, he doesn't have any help, but sometimes Scrap does not need help. Gets a blood and gets a second. Like, who else is doing this?
Just so much space it was given. So a couple of nades missed him, and he's just like, all right, well, I'm not seeing anyone, so I'm going to catch their time. He does just that. That is just a great read out of Scrap.
I thought he was just going to scurry away, like, after the first kill and just play his life. I didn't.
Nah.
Just the read to the top window, hop out and laces him as well. Yeah, it's Scrap.
Wrong guy for that.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Estreal and Kremp will try to retake here, 2v3. Well, Nium gets caught. Knife in hand. aBeZy having to change his angle up. Hears them, or sees the shadow. HyDra at least able to get one. Damage into the last. There's still 16 seconds to go. Pressure to aBeZy to now win this. He's just going to play his life. Doesn't have to win the gunfight.
Kremp's reading this. Oh, he was the ball on.
Yeah, Kremp is 5-2. Other 3 sitting on a goose. That's certainly gonna have to change. It hasn't yet. Kremp gets another blood.
Last Scar search loss was 83 days ago.
So you now have.
Was that Major 1 versus Faze?
Yeah, I guess Faze lost it in round 1.
Yeah, smoked him.
And then beat him in losers 2 or 3 or whatever. Yeah. No, I think both were like blowouts, just the other way. Yeah. Well, despite Kremp's blood, you get into a 2v2 again. Bomb down towards A. They got aBeZy's position, but Scrap is there on the help. Skyz, that's a massive gunfight win, able to take out Scrap, and then they'll hunt down the final player in aBeZy. All right, you get around the board. Over aggressive right now for G2.
And they're not seeing anything, so I feel like the comment has to be, yo, Nium, this might be on you. And you can tell he is worried. Where is this pressure?
It's not, though.
1. Everybody else, though, all here for G2.
Yeah, Nium is out of the play for now. It's a 4-man hit up the gut.
It's a great stun.
Stun hits, you see hands over eyes. Smokes are out, and here we go. It's a circus. aBeZy able to finesse for 2, stays up. Nium now no longer out of the play as he gets involved. All on Mamba, he is shut down. And yeah, that stun hits, I think, all playing a little more traditional. It's working it with the team. But due to his early aggression, they'll probably keep somebody honest. And that is probably the #1 on the map in Scrap.
Yeah, Scrap and HyDra, right? HyDra likes to take those risks, but he's just playing inside a store. Well, Scrap is going to find Kremp. So you talked about that one. There will be the first blood, but Estreal found that trade. So into a 3 versus 3. Nade in hand here for Mamba, but Nium is just going to play safe. Is Scrap and aBeZy going to take the pitch?
And that's what you need. Just don't throw your life away on the other side of it. Let us work this 2-man game. Now Nium will start to get involved. Scrap through the smoke, able to finish off 1. Last player, hip fired and drop. Nium gets the kill. Beautiful again this round, but he might have put it away. If he did.
Yeah, a lot of info right there from Scrap. He saw 2 or 3. So he knows they took A. Now they're going to back all the way up. Watch that #2 on your map. But wait when HyDra wants to go. He's just kind of lurking. When is his timing going to be?
Well, now he feels he has to go after you lose a player. Timing works out well. He does get 1, has a skirmish go down the other side. aBeZy was tagged up mid earlier. Will get dropped. Kremp's movement off the slide. I thought that was like a
when you're dropping double digits.
Yeah, I mean,
just sort of like
10-4, 1100 damage. Yeah. He's putting. I mean, he's always got 200 damage around. That's a lot. Hoping to find the opening pick. Well, it'll be Skyz that'll actually find it. HyDra's going to get picked. aBeZy brings it back. The skirmishes continue, but nobody else going to drop quite yet. Mid-map, there's a fight going down. Skyz will be dropped, and it's all on Kremp again. Not going to happen. Mamba. Brilliant map one again, but on a goose here.
Yeah, he's at 600.
No, he does. I was just about to check that. He's 600 damage. So.
His limbs are good on his scoreboard.
Yeah, I'm sure. 1 for 1 until Skyz gets another. They got to rip off 4 straight. Mamba's going to drop. His goose remains. Scrap can't finesse mid-map. Now it's all going to be on aBeZy 1v2.
And they kind of know. Let's disguise his position. He's already turned around. He's going to spot him. Kremp's going to get there, but you do have a nade. But unfortunately, I mean, if you have to drop it, you might take that gunfight. And we're back.
Okay. Yeah, so aBeZy was like, oh.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't see what's happening to our players, but that one we saw.
Won't take. Scrap, you know you want to take the gunfight. Oh, he sure does. The Sky's like,
That angel's insane.
Damage from Kremp. Can't finish it, but sets up Estreal to get the kill. Nium gets one as well. Estreal's got to get one here, and maybe a bullet into 2 of them.
The problem is HyDra flanked them, right? You took middle of the map, but nobody was both side.
Gotta hit
yeah,
that.
snipes aren't connecting, so man advantage, 20 seconds. And well, LA Thieves
tournament. Winner faces Optic in the semifinal. Break was okay for G2 if it weren't for Scrap. Scrap will get 2, and he'll get out with the EMP.
Yeah, just to control it, play tight, allow his teammates to come off with spawn. Pretty much the same for the G2 side. Well, Mamba's going to find 2, but I guess the best thing for LA Thieves is somehow you've turned this into a scoring chance. And this is kind of what I'm talking about. I think some of these guys are just...
Well, in there, at least for now, as Kremp will get a double. Scrap tries to be the equalizer mid-map, but he'll be silenced as well. And a potential counter chance now for G2 as they pushed up plane side. The late spawner will be Scrap. That'll try to wrap back and deal with it from his base, but his teammates are like, nah, we got you. It's not getting past the 50-yard line. Now EMP carrier is just stuck between Nium and HyDra. Nium's going to get everybody. HyDra's going to grab it, and he's going to try to hoop, and he'll get through right before he drops. Kremp gets slammed. Let's put through another. Looking at one of the faster halves we've had of the year as they hunt now for the 4th. We get back to mid-map with the spawn. Number 8 and Kremp trying to get to top green window and get shots in behind, but yeah, he might be out of this unless he kills EMP. So he needs to get this kill here. He doesn't get the kill, and then he's going to get shut down, and now everybody's dead, and this will be the 4th score.
Yeah, it's just down to Skyz or a couple of nades, 2.5 minutes.
Done.
And this is 4 up.
More awkward of engagement than I thought.
Now we got a chance.
Okay, here we go, guys. This is your opportunity to mount the comeback, and aBeZy again gets 2. Still alive, though. Have 2 players here. See if they're going to finesse and try to wait for reinforcements. Reinforcements how they want to play this. Well, unfortunately, don't really get a chance towards the score and can't stay alive till the reinforcements get there, so it's stalled out.
And I think one thing I'm noticing, and I don't know if he's going to do it every time, but maybe when they're a defensive setup, Nium pulls out a 3rd NPC. So when they have to defend blue, he just pulls out a 3rd. Control blue, and then like 0.
This has been utterly dominant from Thieves.
Like every time they like pick it up and start to move forward, it's like a 3-4 dead.
Oh, Estreal's.
That was great.
No, that was sick. I don't know if it's going to matter because now Scrap's behind you, and if he gets 1 kill, it stops everything. Well, he gets 2, and that shuts down the push.
Stops everything. And now he's going to block spawns, and now this might be number 6 on the board.
I mean, how many times have we seen this when you're pushing for this side? It's like one player, like we saw Kismet do yesterday, like one player gets to a spot, gets the top green window, flips the script for that. But then again, I was excited for them versus Koi. Optic might just slam him. We'll see. Or then this might be that turning point for Thieves where we see what they're really made of. And I'm not saying they have to come out and beat them, but come out and play them tough, have a good series. And I'm sure Thieves fans excited to, I don't know, finally feel positive about this superstar roster.
Yeah, it just feels like individually, like, yeah, HyDra and aBeZy are having just major impact. Like you just sort of blink and you see a 2 or a 3 piece in the feed just like this multiple times throughout a map.
Yeah, and it might be this thing, like it could be weird, but like his time with the M15 like ends up being a good thing down the stretch. Like he ran it so much, he's so comfortable with it. Those maps are situations where he needs to pull it out. He's like, all right, well, I've done this most of the year. M15, or sorry, the NPC comes natural. He's like, this is easy. Back to doing what I do. But yeah, that was belt to booty cheeks. And not in a fun way.
Well,
aBeZy in our last monster winner spotlight of the night. aBeZy, why do you guys trounce G2 so hard? What is it about that matchup in particular?
I don't know. I mean, we were just all shooting today. I feel like me and Paco, obviously, with the new NPC, I feel like we're just moving around the map. And obviously, you have Ernie and Jay, and they're both just shooting too. So, I mean, it was going to be hard to beat us today with how we were shooting.
It's not just today, though. You 3-0'd them, you 3-1'd them, and now you 3-0'd them again. Is there anyone on that other side of the fight that you just like beating up on?
Nah, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, I guess we're just like, I don't know, like I said, we're just slamming, so what can you do?
It's working out.
I want to ask you about your guys' search and destroy. It feels like you guys starting to hit your stride, particularly you and HyDra. How much work have you guys put into that game mode, and I guess what clicked?
Yeah, we've been putting a lot of work into it, obviously. I feel like the biggest things at the major is we were throwing a lot of man-up situations, which obviously we've been trying to polish up and work on, so I think that was our biggest thing.
Taylor, I want to ask you about the dynamic between you and HyDra a little bit, just because it kind of does feel like this is where we were waiting for the activation of you two kind of meshing well together. So what, if you could, are those conversations between you two? What are you hoping to get from y'all's dynamic?
I don't think it's really anything that much different. I feel like the meta, shifting to actually using subs more, helps a lot, because I feel like on a lot of these maps, I was forced to pull out a third AR, a decent amount, which is kind of just tough for me, because obviously I've been a main sub for my whole career. So obviously switching back and making sure that I can actually pull out a sub most of the time is feels good for me.
Of course.
How hungry is the team right now? Final question. You guys are in the Final Four for our minor.
I mean, we're definitely super hungry. Obviously going for the win.
Well, best of luck. We're excited to watch you on a championship Sunday.
All right, thank you.
That is aBeZy. That is our final winner on the night. And as we take a look at our bracket, we started with 12, but